John Pollock here at the TriStar Gym in Montreal, Quebec, where today a number of Canadian fighters on the UFC 154 card are going to be performing an open workout for members of the media, including UFC welterweight champion George St-Pierre, who returns for the first time in 19 months when he squares off against Carlos Condit.
It's 100%. My leg feel like I never had any surgery. It feel like 100%. When you have wealth, you have the love, the popularity, everything, and you realize what the most important thing in life is health. You know, not the money, the love, everything you can have is the health is most important. And I don't complain. Listen, people try to make a big story out of it, you know. I'm lucky, you know, like the UFC, the way they treat me for that rehab, it was amazing. They make me choose the best, they helped me find with the logistic, the best surgeon possible. I went to the United States, they took care of me. For 6 months, I had the best rehab people, the best surgeon. Which athlete in any sport have that? It's very rare in any sport you have athlete that had the choice, the chance to be treated like that. So I don't complain. Yeah, it's a bad luck, it's an injury. Oh, I can cry, but I cannot cry. Some people they don't have money, they're in a wheelchair, they cannot walk. Me, I had an injury, yeah, but I do what I love for a living. Look, I know I'm back 100%, so I don't complain. It's no sad story to do about that. I've been treated like a king for that, and I'm privileged to have the support of UFC for my rehab. And everything went super well.
George, have you spent your time exclusively here in Montreal, or have you been going down to New York or anywhere else training?
Mostly Montreal, New York, but 90%, 95% of my time is here. People think I live in the state. I don't. I live here. It's a very good training facility here. I train everywhere. I TriStar, Saint-Claude Robillard, Montreal Wrestling Club. I have the best guys to train.
What alterations have you had to make without having Greg Jackson a part of this camp and going down to Albuquerque?
Well, it's Greg. He comes sometime only at the end of my training camp to help me on the tactical side. You know, it's the same thing. It's Ferraz, my main trainer. Ferraz, John Denayer, Phil Nurse, and Christophe Midou is my main guy. Ferraz is my main guy. Firas Zahabi, my main guy. Number one guy for me, it's him. He's whatever he says. If he tell me, okay, you know, you're gonna jump head first on your guy, that's what I'm gonna do. He's the main guy, Ferraz.
Here inside the gym is a poster where George has written, "Le 17 Novembre, je vais battre Carlos Condit," meaning on November the 17th, I will beat Carlos Condit. And that is the mindset George has heading into this fight.
When I was stepping in the octagon, you know, when I told you I was tired, I was like, man, I need to go in. I can't wait to be done with this. I used to try to throw this big punch to end the fight, and I want to get out of there and go, you know. I want to knock out. These people are criticizing me. Now I'm happy to be in the octagon. I'm not in a rush. I'm going to be there and picking the guy apart, and I'm going to see the opportunity. I'm going to jump on it like a lion, you know. I'm not going to rush and try to, you know, when you rush things, when you go for the knockout, it doesn't happen. You have to fight it, and when you see the opportunity and when you relax, you see more. It's like you have a better vision of what is happening, and you can go through it and finish your opponent.
The countdown to UFC 154 is officially on, where George St-Pierre makes his long-awaited return to the octagon, taking on Carlos Condit to settle who is the rightful king of the UFC welterweight division. Don't forget to tune into Fight Network all week long, as we will be stationed here in Montreal leading up to Saturday, November the 17th. For Fight Network, I'm John Pollock in Montreal.